Today we have a 95 Chevy Camaro rear sub enclosure in the shop for repair. I remember speaking to this customer before he sent it in. He said he had a problem with a whine in the car, and of course I asked him if he had small children. But anyways, we got this enclosure into the shop. It came bubbled with bubbles, the larger bubbles, and the enclosure with some cardboard. Now these enclosures, this package costs about $60 to $80 because of the physical size to send. So I was going to show you how to disassemble these and remove the amps for the whine problem. If you do decide to send this enclosure as one piece and have it disassembled here in the shop, I ask that you put cardboard over the face of the speaker to protect it. I'm surprised it wasn't damaged in shipping. But in order to get to the whining problem here, we're going to use our 1/4-inch drive on a screw gun here and a Phillips screwdriver. There are 18 screws that secure this enclosure together. 17 of them can be found pretty quick. We also have help on the website for removal of this enclosure along with the stereo and the speakers if you need help there. See carstereoremoval.com for help with that. We are adding do-it-yourself repairs along with new removals and other do-it-yourself help for the website as well. Now, this seems like it may take forever, but it saves in shipping. If we remove the amps and remove just the amps, you're probably talking easily a third to less than a quarter of what it costs to ship this entire enclosure. If this entire enclosure gets shipped, sometimes I see it get dinged up and the tabs get broken off so you can't mount it back into the car. Now we've gone around this enclosure and removed 17 screws. And what we're going to do next with our Phillips screwdriver is we have to remove the speaker. Now what I did earlier is I put a little black mark here on the enclosure itself to remind me which direction the two wires coming out of the coil are headed so that I can put the speaker back in the same position. Now there are 4 Phillips screws that hold this in place, and I found protecting the screw when you're removing it, going around and being sure you don't slip off and into the face of the speaker is a very good idea. These speakers can be difficult to replace. But what we're going to do is we're going to remove these 4 screws, lift the speaker up, and there are 2 tabs here on the bottom of it, or 2 speaker leads, and we're going to just pull these off. I can see that this enclosure's had some moisture damage, possibly from the cables and so on. But this is going to give access to the 18th screw. Okay, I guess the screw gun just went dead. So we're going to use our other driver and remove this final screw. Now, this is going to allow us to take the assembly apart, and we're going to go back to our Phillips screwdriver. Now, once we separate these pieces, it's going to give access to 2 amplifiers. This is the sub amplifier, about 100 watts a piece. There are 4 screws that hold this in place, and these screws can be removed very easily. And once these screws come loose, it will allow you to lift this amplifier up. We're going to remove all 4 and lift this amplifier up out of the enclosure, and it has a white connector at one end. This connector can just pull straight off, so we're going to put some pressure on the top of the case, grab the wire bundle, and wiggle that one loose. Now this is the sub amp. We're going to go to the second amplifier inside this enclosure and remove the 4 screws that secure this amplifier as well. Now, with these screws all removed, you'll be able to again lift this amplifier up. You do not have to worry about labeling the amplifiers as to where they go, because once we move this one up, we also have the white connector on it, and we're going to remove it. This removes the rear amplifier. This is a subwoofer amplifier. Both have different plugs, so they're only going to fit back to one spot. Hope this video has been helpful on getting these into the shop for repair. This problem was a whine. We've seen snapping, popping, and so on. Please see our website, carstereoremoval.com, for other removal help and do-it-yourself repairs. Please subscribe and thank you for watching.